Hello students, after many days I am back with my new video and in this video I will discuss about iteration statements, loops. Loop बहुत important topic है Java programming का basically. तो हम अब वहीं से start करते हैं. Before this I have discussed till if else statement in my previous videos. Please watch that videos. Fundamentals are there. Concept about if else is there. So watch the previous video for the basic things. Now from this video now onwards I'm going to start the concept of loop. Okay. So let's start without wasting your time. So let's start students. See here I have written iteration statement. Iteration statements means iteration is a word, another word for repetition. Repetition, as you know, repetition word very well. Iteration means repetition. So the statements which are used to repeat a statement or group of statements are called iteration statements, and they are also called loop. You can see here, iteration का मतलब होता है repetition. Okay, उसको loop भी कहते हैं. Iteration statements are used to repeat a statement or group of statements. मतलब अगर हमें प्रोग्रामिंग में किसी एक स्टेटमेंट को या एक से ज्यादा स्टेटमेंट को रिपीट करना हो, कई बार उसको एग्जीक्यूट करना हो, in that case what we use loops, we use iteration statement. And iteration means what? Iteration means repetition. Okay, so there are three types of loops in Java. First is do while loop, second is while loop, and third is for loop. So in this video I will try to explain the working with one example of each and every loop. So let's start with do while loop, the first loop here I have. So listen, I'm going to explain the working of do while loop, how it works. Okay, see the syntax, general syntax I have already written. Do, then the statements which you want to write, and then while, then condition, and here semicolon. Just be careful. So how it works? First of all, whatever you have written within do block, whatever statements you have written in do block, that statements will execute. Okay. After executing the statements, this condition will be checked. And if this condition is true, then control will go back to the do block. फिर से वापस control do block में जाएगा. And again the statements written within do block will execute. जो statements हमने do block के अंदर लिखे हैं वो फिर से execute होगी. फिर ये condition check होगी. If this condition is true, control will go back to do block again. Again these statements will be executed. फिर यहाँ control आएगा, condition check होगा. अगर condition true है तो control वापस जाएगा. And this process will be repeated until this condition is false. So this is the working of this. So let me explain with one example. See here I have taken one example. So the value of I am initializing with 1. Okay. Now as I told, whatever you have written within do block will be executed first, then condition will be checked. So here in do block I have printed the value of I and increasing the value of I by 1. So these two statements will be printed. I'm going to write the output of this. See. So in whatever we have written within do block will be executed. So first of all, here the value of I, what is that? 1. So 1 will be printed here. After printing 1, the value of I will increase by 1. It will be what? 2, I plus plus. Okay. Then this condition will be checked. And here the condition is true. 2 is less than or equal to 2. This condition is true. So what will happen? Control will go back to do block. फिर से do block में control वापस चला जाएगा. Again these statements will execute. The value of I will be printed. What is that? 2. Then it will increase. The value of I will increase by 1. So it will be 3 now. Now this condition will be checked again. Condition true. Condition 2 the control वापस जाएगा. फिर से do block में वापस जाएगा. Now again the statements written within do block will execute. The value of I will be printed. Then I plus plus it will become 4. Then again this condition will be checked. 4 is less than 10. Condition true. And so on like this. I 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, then 10. After printing 10, the value of I will be 10. After printing 10, the value of I will be 11, right? Then this condition will be false. When the value of I will be 11, this condition will be false. So when the condition is false, control will not go back to do block. Control वापस do block में नहीं जाएगा. अब control आगे बढ़ेगा. प्रोग्राम में further जो statements होंगे वो execute. तो ये लूप तब तक चलेगा जब तक कि कंडीशन false ना हो जाए. और इस लूप में हम कंडीशन लास्ट में चेक करते हैं. स्टार्टिंग में नहीं चेक करते हैं, लास्ट में चेक करते हैं. So such loops or this loop is called exit controlled loop. This I will discuss further in another video. Exit control loop. The loop in which the condition is checked at the end of the loop is called exit control loop. Okay. Here you can see we are not checking the condition at the starting, at the beginning. We are checking the condition at the last of the loop, at the end of the loop. Such loops are called exit control loop. Okay. Now here, this is the output of this code. This code का ये output है 1 से लेकर 10 तक print. Okay, so it was the working of do while loop. Okay, now I'm going to explain the syntax and working of while loop. See, here in while loop, condition will be checked at the beginning. So such loops are called entry controlled loop. Okay, so that I will discuss afterwards. So here the condition will be checked. If condition is true, if the condition is true, the control will go inside the loop and the statements written within the loop will be executed. Then from the closing of the loop, from the end of the loop, control will come back to here. And this condition will be checked again. If it is true, control will go inside the loop. And this process will be repeated until the condition is false. Okay, so let me explain with an example. See here, I equal to 1. As I'm starting the value of, as I'm initializing the value of I with 1. Now this condition is true. You can check 1 is less than 10. Condition is true. So control will go inside the loop. Now here also we have the same thing. We are printing the value of I and we are increasing the value of I by 1. So the value of I will be printed. What is that? 1. So iska bhi output same aayega. 1. After printing 1, I plus plus, I will be 2. Then from the closing of the loop, control will come back to here. And please be careful here, I have not written semicolon. Do while loop का semicolon था while के आगे. यहाँ while के आगे semicolon नहीं है. Syntax वो नहीं है. Now condition is true. Again, the condition is true. So control will go inside the loop. I, the value of I will be printed. Then because of I plus plus, I will be 3. Then again, from the closing, control will come back to here. Condition true. Then again the statements written within while loop will be executed. Means I, the value of I will be printed, that is 3. Then I plus plus, I will be 4. And then so on like this. I will be 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, then 7, then 8, then 9, then 10. After printing 10, the value of I will be what? 11. The value of I will be what? 11 because of this condition, because of this I plus plus. And then control will go back to this condition. And now this condition is false. You can see 11 is less than or equal to 10 condition false. So when the condition is false, control will go outside the loop and the statements written after the loop will be executed in the program. The control loop से बाहर आ जाएगा और जो भी statements अब loop के बाहर हैं, further जो statements हैं वो execute. So this is the working of while loop. Okay. So you can see here we are checking the condition at the beginning of the loop. So if we have the question, what is the difference between while loop and do while loop? You can write in while loop, the condition is checked at the beginning of the loop, and in do while loop, the condition is checked at the end of the loop. Okay, and you can write the syntax of both the loops. So this is the basic difference. While loop में condition पहले check होती है, starting में check हो जाती है, और do while में condition last में check. ठीक है? तो इस loop में मैंने बताया how the working of while loop and do while loop. Please watch this video carefully and make your concept clear. Okay, in next video I will discuss about for loop and few more concept of loop. So for this video, this much only. Thank you.